A pleasant Tuesday to all my family and friends. Out for a walk, but for some people it might be too hot, but for me it's fine. I can surely say summer is back in full swing. So just sitting down to catch a breath, as they would say. So, wow. Seeing some colors and some trees which does not look so, for want of a better word, so nice. Trees are supposed to be green at this time, but I'm actually seeing trees with changing leaves already. I think a little bit too early, but I think the poor trees have been confused by this mixed up weather that we've been having, hot and cold and hot and cold. But we're back in the heat, and it's nice. It's really nice. But my little thought today comes to us from Galatians 5 and verse 14, and summarizing it basically says that the law is fulfilling this one commandment: love thy neighbor as thyself. And that's a saying we say all the time, but it's not just something to be said, it's something to be acted out, because love, as we know, is an action word. It's not the feeling that you feel that you never feel before. That's not the love we're talking about. We're talking about acting. And as I always try to share an experience, so the one I'm talking about today relates to loving in a practical way. And one of the ways we can love is by acknowledging when we are wrong. And when we acknowledge that we are wrong, we apologize. And when we apologize, we do not do a fake apology. We apologize genuinely. Because sometimes people will apologize, give you a fake smile and gone, and deep down they don't mean it. That's not the apology I'm talking about. I'm talking about apologizing genuinely for being sorry for what you do. So just this weekend, to share an experience, my oldest boy, who his work schedule would usually have him home sleeping in the day. So if I'm parked at the back, I'll just take his car, and drive to church and back. But this weekend here, I was going out of town for church. So I said to my middle boy, you take the car and drive to church. Lo and behold, unbeknownst to me, my boy had plans, but I didn't know, and I should have really said to him, or I thought I told him I was gonna be using my van and his brother would drive the car. So when I was away out of town, I saw a call coming in, text coming in, and then being in church, I just responded and just apologized for not letting him know ahead of time that I was gonna take the car. And then in the evening now, he called to say he actually had plans, and when he looked outside ready to go, there was no vehicle. So he was, as you expect, disappointed. So what did I do? I apologized for not communicating with him. I apologized for messing up his plans, and this was on the phone. So I know when I come home, I would gonna get it from him. When I say get it, not quarreling, not disrespectful, but he's somebody who will debate his point if you don't agree. So to avoid the debate, to avoid the long conversation, the first thing I did when I saw him again, I apologized. Genuine apology. Let him know I was sorry I messed up his plans and all of that. And you know what? That apology avoided any kind of conversation, any kind of debate. The disappointment is there, but what I realize is that when we apologize, the healing can start much quicker. Because when we debate and make excuse and say, if you did say that, and me should have did do that, and you should have did do that, it causes unnecessary arguments, unnecessary debates. So my thought to us today is, let us acknowledge when we are wrong. Let us apologize genuinely. And whatever we can do to make it up, we do it. My little makeup to him was, I brought him a box of chocolate, the ones covered with almonds, and I just put it on the bed and said, this is my peace offering. And he's like, the only peace can come from this is if you can go back in time and fix it. And guess what? I didn't say another word, because when you make the excuse, it causes unnecessary conversation. And a few minutes after, I saw a text from him this is a reasonable peace offering. So my thought today is a bit lengthy, but let us, for the love of our neighbor, make things right as soon as we can. God bless.